I'll tell you a story about a camping trip with my friend Mike that turned into a spine-chilling nightmare. We thought it would be a fun adventure, but it quickly became a terrifying ordeal we'd never forget. It all started one summer when Mike and I decided to go camping in the woods. We were both excited about getting away from our busy lives and spending some quality time in nature. We packed our gear, filled the cooler with food, and headed to a remote campsite. As we arrived at the campsite, the sun was setting, casting long shadows through the trees. We quickly set up our tents and got a campfire going. The crackling flames and the starry sky above made the forest seem peaceful and serene. We spent the evening talking and roasting marshmallows over the campfire, but as night fell, we started to hear strange noises coming from the woods around us. It was like something was moving out there, rustling the leaves. At first, we brushed it off as animals, but then we heard footsteps approaching our campsite. Mike and I looked at each other in alarm. We grabbed our flashlights and cautiously headed toward the sound. In the dim light of our flashlights, we saw a dark figure standing near our campfire. It was tall and looked like a person, but its movements were strange and jerky. We couldn't see its face, and it sent shivers down our spines. The figure turned to look at us, and its eyes were different. They glowed faintly in the dark, and they were fixed on us, unblinking. It felt like those eyes were piercing into our souls. Mike and I stood frozen, unable to move or speak. The figure took a step closer, and the air turned ice cold. It didn't say anything, but the silence was more terrifying than any words. Finally, Mike and I snapped out of our paralysis, and we ran as fast as we could, leaving our campsite and gear behind. We could hear the figure following us, its footsteps echoing through the woods. We didn't stop until we reached our car. We drove away from that place, not daring to look back. We never figured out what we had encountered in the woods that night, and we never returned to the campsite. We couldn't explain what we saw, and the memory of it haunted our dreams. To this day, Mike and I have no idea what lurked in those woods. We try not to talk about it, but the memory of that eerie figure and its chilling stare still gives us goosebumps.